You're watching the KOAM Morning News on Fox 14.
Right now at 7, the Patriot Guard riders roll on to Missouri's southern campus for a special Veterans Day celebration honoring service members.
Also, Governor Kelly says the federal shutdown affects more than just SNAP recipients, as many state employees face unpaid weeks.
It's going to be a beautiful sunny day today. You can see downtown Pittsburgh, very nice sunny skies, and that will continue through the day. I'll have a look at your forecast coming up.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
Good morning and welcome to the KOAM Morning News on Fox 14. I'm Samantha Walker.
And I'm Donald O'Keefe. It is 7 o'clock in the morning.
Well, happy Wednesday, everybody. If we're midweek, we're working through the work week. You know, the weekend is something you can look forward to in just a couple days if, you know, you're working for the weekend, as some people do. Yes, definitely. And I mean, the weather has definitely been just so incredibly nice, and it'll continue through the work week. So that's something to look forward to, is the beautiful weekend that we have ahead of us. Amazing. And you know, we had actually pretty nice weather yesterday for some Veterans Day celebrations. Pitt State honored local veterans yesterday with his annual Veterans Day ceremony. KOAM's Kenny Foreman tells us what the day truly means to the community.
Every Veterans Day since 2004, members of the Pitt State community gathered right here at the PSU Veterans Memorial to honor the men and women who have served their country. For a school that has seen plenty of military members walk through its doors, paying homage is important.
We have a lot of students who have gone on to serve in the military and come back, give back, and serve in their communities. It's important because they do provide everyday support within our communities.
The keynote speaker, PSU grad and Purple Heart recipient Dr. Carol Meza.
Freedom is never free. It is earned, it is protected, and it is carried forward by those who are willing to put others before themselves. May we honor that freedom not just with our words, but with our actions.
The founder of the Outside the Wire Veterans Foundation, Meza felt inspired to share a message to the local 6th graders in attendance that there are plenty of ways they can serve.
You don't have to wear a uniform, you don't have to have a certain job to serve your community. You can start at a young age, and I just felt it was the perfect timing to relate that message to them, especially because they were our largest population today.
And the university hopes the youngsters leave with a better understanding of the foundation of their country.
It's very important for us to share those lessons. It's not just something that's contemporary, it is something that we have built upon, our country has built upon over time, and of course we will have the need for the future as well to make sure that our freedoms are maintained.
In Pittsburgh, Kenny Foreman, KOAM News.
Those interested in adding a name to the memorial paving stones can contact the PSU Office of Advancement. Well, what a great way to kind of honor those who have served and are currently serving. We had a lot of Veterans Day events happening across the 4 states. I know we're going to show some more of that coverage later on in the show.
Yes, and definitely it was pretty nice weather yesterday, and it's going to be even nicer weather today. It's not going to be windy, but it is going to be sunny and also on the warmer side. Let's take a look at downtown Pittsburgh right now. Like I mentioned, we got some nice sunny skies starting to appear here. The sun's starting to come up. Beautiful colors there in the morning sunrise. That's what I love about here is you could just never get enough of these beautiful sunrises that we have. 7th range line, you can see just like I said, those beautiful colors. People are starting to get out the door, do their morning routines. Range line I-44, our MoDOT camera, like I said, people are starting to do their thing, and it's a beautiful morning to do it, even though it is on the cooler side. But right now, there actually is a bit of fog that did reappear in the Iola area. You guys just have a little under 7 miles of visibility. So if you're driving through Iola, there is some fog, so just be careful because the driving conditions are diminishing in that area. But our temperatures, this is why I'm talking about that. It's still on the colder side this morning, 46 in Monette and also Cassville. Out in Sedan, you guys are at 33 degrees, and Chanute as well. Iola, you guys are at just freezing at 32, so it's definitely feeling cold this morning, and I feel like temperatures are about the same, so jackets are definitely needed as you're getting out the door and driving to work. All right, let's take a look at our future track. Today at noon, we are seeing a blend of some winds. We got some northwesterly winds and also some south winds that are starting to blend into our area. We're going to notice a wind change associated with a nice warm front air that's going to be coming in and warming things up today. So about 4 o'clock at the hour, you're going to see those winds start to shift and come out of the east and eventually the the southeast, bringing in some nice, dry, clear, sunny days. For our school day here, 41 degrees out the door, 65 degrees in lunch and recess, and 67 degrees as you're heading home. Nice, beautiful, sunny skies through the day, getting up to 67 degrees for our high. But I'll have your full forecast coming up.
Donald, thanks. Across our nation and across the 4 states yesterday, people came together on this Veterans Day to celebrate the men and women who served our country. We start our coverage off of Veterans Day events in Carthage. The city threw its Veterans Day parade. Businesses, organizations, schools, and more turned out for this year's parade, which took place in the evening as a special way to light up the night and tribute to those who serve and continue to serve our country. Missouri Southern State University honored service members yesterday as the Patriot Guard riders rolled onto campus for a special Veterans Day celebration. The event featured music from the MSSU Brass Quintet and remarks from State Senator Jill Carter and Gary Gray, a U.S. Navy Vietnam veteran and ride captain with the Southwest Missouri Patriot Guard. After voting for the proposed government spending bill, Senator Roger Marshall says his focus now is on giving Kansans more control and transparency in how they pay for health care.
Some $35 billion that we've been giving to insurance companies, we want to give that to patients, to consumers. We want to put that in your own healthcare savings account and allow you to make choices of where you want your health care. The other piece we're going to add is a price tag bill. So we are going to force every hospital, imaging center, laboratory to show patients what their prices are before you had that surgery done.
Healthcare has been a point of debate between Republicans and Democrats, with both sides clashing over how to lower costs and expand access without adding to the federal deficit. Kansas Governor Laura Kelly wraps up her state budget tour this week, stopping in Pittsburgh. She also sat down with KLEM's Blake Goley to discuss the challenges her administration faces as she heads into her final legislative session.
Things have really changed in Topeka over the past couple of years, where the legislature has decided to do their own budget and not pay much attention to my budget, which is I'm statutorily required to present a budget. It's the way it's always been for decades upon decades. And things have started to take a turn for the worse.
Governor Kelly says her statewide tour isn't just about the budget, it's about hearing what matters most to Kansans. She says whether it's improving schools, fixing roads and bridges, or addressing water needs out west, people want to know their voices count. This is why the governor says she's rejecting the Republican-led push to realign voting districts.
It is inappropriate, perhaps unconstitutional, but definitely the wrong thing to do. It's supposed to be one person, one vote, and that can be determined by knowing where your people are and how many people are there. So doing it, 5 years in between census means you don't have good data. Things change in 5 years, and so it's almost impossible to do it well.
Regarding the next governor of Kansas, Kelly says she hasn't really given the future of the Democratic Party a whole lot of thought. Blake Gully, KOAM News.
You can hear more from our exclusive interview with the governor with Blake Goley. That's on our website, KOAMnewsnow.com. And those are our top news stories this half hour. Coming up next, we have actors from Frontenac High School's Footloose the Musical in the studio to give us all the details on the show. Well, welcome back. I'm joined here with Landon and Abby, two of the really talented performers you guys can catch in Frontenac High School's production of Footloose the Musical. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having us.
Yes.
So can you tell us a little bit about what Footloose the Musical is about?
So it's about this kid, Ren, who moves from Chicago, and he's a big dancer, loves going to the clubs. And then so he moves to a small town, Beaumont, where dancing is no bueno. It's not good, it's illegal. And so he tries to kick up a fuss and teach the town that we can have a dance. And maybe he finds a little something in the process.
Yeah, for sure.
Amazing. How long have you guys been working on getting this show ready for the community?
We've been working on this since about September, and it's been super fun. We've had to work around a lot of different things because a lot of the people in the show, they do sports and other activities besides theater. So it's been a process, but it's definitely come along, and it's going to be great. So.
Perfect. Do you have a lot of people involved in making this production happen?
Yeah, we have quite a different variety of kids who do different things. So it makes it super fun because your friends from like different sports you do also do theater, and it's overall like a big family, and it's really nice.
Perfect. So Footloose the musical, who is the show, who's the best audience for this show? Who's going to get the most enjoyment out of it?
I mean, this show has stuff for people of any age, but like it could resonate with high school kids because we're all high school kids in the show. Or I mean, it's all songs from the 80s, so it resonates with a bunch of adults, and it's just classic hits.
So it sounds like it's a little bit of something for everyone. Amazing. So when and where are these shows going to be held?
The shows will be November 15th and 16th. It's the 15th at 7 o'clock and the 16th at 2:30, and it will be at Frontenac High School.
Perfect. And are tickets required for this?
Yes, so it is $5 at the door, and it's general admission.
Perfect. And do the proceeds raised from this go to help the theater department, like you guys continue to do shows like this?
Yeah.
Yep. They go, so we're actually doing 4 shows this season, so it's going to go to help us with future productions, help with costumes, and then help our troop as a whole get to state competition this year.
Oh, that's really exciting. How much does it mean to you to see the community come out and support you guys and come see shows like this whenever you put on amazing productions?
It means a lot because we've worked super hard, and it's like as an actor, it's nice for people to come watch you because that's what you're doing. You're entertaining, and so it's real nice, especially when we've worked so hard on it.
Well, it sounds like it's going to be a great show. I know Footloose the musical is always amazing to watch. I know people have loved the movies as well, so the musical will be a great opportunity to watch. Just one more time for the people who may have missed it originally. One last time, when and where will the shows be?
It is the 15th and 16th, 15th at 7 p.m. and the 16th at 2:30 p.m. at Frontenac High School.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much, Landon and Abby, for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
We'll be right back.
It's a beautiful morning, as you can see from downtown Pittsburgh. Some birds just flew by, but nice sunrise, as we can see. Nice, beautiful colors. It's going to start warming up this morning. Taking a look at 7th and Rangeline, you can see just like beautiful sunrise colors. That's what I love it about here. It's always beautiful sunrises and sunsets when nice clear skies. We're going to pretty much have clear skies all through the day, but I'll get that in a minute. Rangeline I-44 and the MoDOT cameras, people are starting to get out, get their morning routine going to get their coffee, because you're definitely going to need some coffee right now because it is on the cooler side. And like I mentioned, there is some fog out there right now in the Iola area. You guys are just under 7 miles of visibility. In Yates Center, about 9 miles of visibility. So mostly it's in Iola right now. That's the patch of fog. So if you guys are driving through that right now, just be careful and drive safe because fog is very unpredictable. Let's talk about why it's actually going to be so warm over the next few days. Take a look at our regional temperatures. We're having a mix of some northwesterly winds blending with some south winds, but eventually those southerly warm winds will start to come into our area and dominate the rest of the week. Take a look at our future track. So today at noon, you can see those blending of the winds right now. By the time we reach the afternoon, there is going to be a wind shift, but you see about 4 o'clock, you can start to notice a little bit of that wind shift. Still some winds out of the north, but those southerly winds are starting to make their way in. And then we progress through the afternoon into the evening time. Nice, clear, sunny skies all through the afternoon and even through the overnight. By the time we get to Thursday morning at 5 a.m., there's those southerly winds, but we have some increasing clouds. And those clouds are going to linger through the morning and they're going to be about noon. We're going to have the mostly cloudy skies, but there's those southerly winds, and that's going to warm things up for our Thursday. But by the time we get to the mid-afternoon, those clouds are going to start to dissipate. We're going to have nice, beautiful sunny skies and southerly warm winds, bringing in a nice temperature for our Thursday. But right now, it is on the cooler side as you're getting out the door. Lower 30s for our area. We're seeing 33 in Chanute, 32 in Iola, and 36 in Joplin. So we're just at that peak cooling time before the sun actually starts to come in and start to heat things up. And our feel like temperatures, not much difference there as well. About the same temperatures across the area for what it feels like. But you're still going to need a jacket as you're getting out the door this morning because it's still on the cooler side. We're not going to warm up to those 60s until the early parts of our afternoon. So 8 a.m., 44 degrees, sunny skies through the morning, gradually cooling up to 61 degrees by 11 a.m. So a pretty nice start to our day. And even our afternoon is going to be pretty nice as well. Around noon, 65 degrees. Sunny skies through the afternoon, warming up to that 67-degree high about that 2 to 4 o'clock hour. Nice calm winds, so definitely a nice break from that windy afternoon that we had yesterday. So definitely a nice morning and a nice afternoon. Our evening isn't going to be too bad either. 62 degrees at 6 p.m., clear skies through the overnight to 10 p.m., 50 degrees, and then our overnight low is going to be 46 degrees with a south wind about 5 miles an hour. So even it's going to be on the cooler side. It's not going to be a bad evening if you want to get out for a nice evening stroll. But do, if you want to get outside and do an afternoon stroll while it's nice and sunny, do it then too, because it is going to be nice the entire week. 67 for today, getting up to 72 degrees for our Thursday. It is going to be on the breezier side. Friday getting up to 75, nice and sunny. Saturday, look at that, 78 degrees. It's definitely going to be on the warmer side. Some areas might see 80, but we're going to put 78 right now because that's still going to be a pretty nice temperature. Sunday, we're going to see 73 degrees, still sunny, but look at that on Monday and then through next week. Still going to be pretty nice on Monday, 74 degrees for a high, but a front is going to be pushing in. That's going to be cooling things down and increasing those rain chances. Tuesday, 54 degrees, and then you can see Wednesday through Friday of next week, those rain chances are going to be there. But enjoy the nice, beautiful weather we're going to have through the rest of our work week and our weekend. That to check your forecast. Another check at news and weather coming up after the break.
Well, welcome back. I'm joined here with Brenna and Kelsey, here to tell us about the upcoming Cecil Floyd Craft Show. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thanks for having us.
So the Cecil Floyd Craft Show, this is something that's been going on in Joplin for quite some time now.
Yes, this is our 34th year going strong. We didn't have one for 2020 for COVID, but this year will be our 34th year altogether.
Amazing. So for those who may not know, can you tell us a little bit about what the Cecil Floyd Craft Show is?
Yeah, it's a craft fair, like she said, been going on for 34 years. We use it as a fundraiser, so we're with the PTA. Those funds go directly back to the school. It is a gaggle of handmade crafts. So we use is what she uses yesterday. All handmade, vendors from all over. We have about 117 people right now. You can expect to see everything, ranging from wreaths, candles, wax melts, holiday decor. It's not all Christmas themed, but there's truly like something for everyone. We have concessions that run throughout the day. We give away raffle prizes all day long. So it's just a fun day. Come out and get some shopping done and see a little bit of everything.
Amazing. More than 100 vendors.
Yes.
So
yes.
Do you guys see a big turnout every year?
We do. It's,
yeah.
It's just constant people coming through the doors until about, it slows down around 3 p.m., but we're there until 4. And it's just a constant motion of people coming in and out.
Great. Well, it sounds like a great opportunity to get some holiday shopping kind of started earlier on in the season before it's too late, but also supporting a good cause. Can you tell us a little bit about, how this funds help support the schools?
Yeah, so we put it directly back into the school. So the teachers can request field trips, further learning opportunities. We've been able to put a new swing on the playground this year that's wheelchair accessible. So for our students that need that accessibility, we're really proud that that's something we were able to offer this year. Some new technology upgrades for the classrooms, things like that. So it's always different stuff every year, but it's exciting to be able to say yes to those things and have those funds.
Really exciting. And it sounds like, this has become a tradition here at Cecil Floyd, and this is something you guys can plan to continue on for years to come?
Hopefully,
that's
the plan.
Amazing. Well, when and where is this going to be held this year?
It is at Cecil Floyd Elementary. It's 2201 West 24th Street in Joplin. It's Saturday the 15th. The doors open for the early bird shoppers at 8 a.m. for a $10 cash donation. And then regular shopping begins at 9 a.m. for a $3 cash donation.
Perfect. And then, like you just said, it was the $3 and the $10. Amazing. Is there any place people can go to learn more information about maybe what's going to be offered or, learn more about the event?
Yeah, we have a Facebook page. It's Cecil Floyd Craft Show and on Facebook, and then joplincraftshow.weebly.com for our website. And you can get an application or just see pictures, information.
Well, sounds great. It sounds like the Cecil Floyd Craft Show is going to be the perfect place to get some holiday shopping done early on this year, all while supporting a great cause.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Brenna and Kelsey, for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
We'll be right back.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
Welcome back to the KOAM Morning News on Fox 14. It's currently 7:29. I'm Samantha Walker. We're still more than 2 years away from the 2028 Summer Games in Los Angeles, but the potential changes to Olympic gender policy could determine who is eligible to compete. Fox News senior foreign affairs correspondent Greg Palcott has more.
3 months before the Winter Games, the International Olympic Committee is moving towards a complete ban on transgender women in female events. The Times of London reports the policy switch could be announced at the next IOC session in February and could take effect in time for the 2028 Summer Olympics in Los Angeles.
One of the things that we're looking for in this policy is sex screenings or sex tests. Ultimately to prove if someone is male or female. It is a very, very simple cheek swab that would determine whether you are male or female based on your chromosomes.
The IOC has previously left it up to individual sports to decide how to determine gender eligibility. But a science committee reportedly told members last week that being born male continues to provide physical advantages. In recent years, similar moves have been made by other sports federations, as well as President Trump, who signed an executive order banning transgender athletes from competing in women's sports. The potential change follows a major controversy of the 2024 Summer Olympics in Paris, where 2 boxers won gold medals in the women's division, despite previously allegedly failing gender tests. Both fighters maintained they are women.
The whole process, as I understand it, is flawed from the very beginning, from the conception of the test to how the tests were shared with us, how the tests have become public.
The IOC says it's continuing discussions on the topic and has not made a final decision. In London, Greg Palcott, Fox News.
Now here's Donald with a quick look at your forecast.
It's going to be a very beautiful day. As you can see in downtown Pittsburgh, the sun is coming up, beautiful, nice, clear skies, and that will continue through the day, and temperatures will start to warm as we progress through the morning. 7th range line, beautiful sunrise with those colors. Like I said, I can't get enough of the sunrises and sunsets out here. Range line I-44 from our Monoc cams. People, like I said, are getting out the door, getting their morning routines going. Right now, conditions for fog look pretty good. That fog patch that was up in Iola has cleared. Parsons, you guys are just seeing a little bit of fog, just over 9 miles of visibility. So actually most of the area looks pretty good as you're getting out the door and driving to work. Our temperatures right now are slowly warming up. We're still seeing lower 30s to mid 30s across most of the area. Miami at 37, Joplin at 36, Iola, you guys are at 32 degrees. So still going to need a jacket as you're getting out the door, and those feel like temperatures are around the same as well. So not much change for the surface temperatures to what it feels like outside, but jackets are needed through this morning. We'll take a look at our future today at noon. We noticed there is a bit of wind mixing here from the northwest and also from the south, and eventually those south winds will come in and start to dominate as we progress through Wednesday afternoon into tomorrow. But we're going to have nice, clear, sunny skies through the entire day, and even a clear night as well as we start to see that wind shift bring in some nice warmer temperatures. So planning our day, we're going to see 51 degrees at 9 a.m., getting up to 67 degrees about that 3 o'clock hour. So it's going to be a nice, beautiful, sunny day and a nice evening as well. But I'll have you look at your full forecast coming up.
Thanks, Donald. A massive settlement has been reached in Kansas following a raid on a small-town newspaper in 2023. Marion County will now have to pay $3 million to 3 journalists and a city councilor. The settlement stems from raids conducted by the Marion Police Department at the Marion County Record newspaper and the homes of the paper's publisher and a councilwoman. Authorities suggested the raids were based on belief that a reporter unlawfully obtained driving records of a restaurant owner before the newspaper published a story about her.
A little bit more, just so that it wasn't something they could dismiss. The money really isn't the important part. Unfortunately, money is a symbol, and people don't take it seriously unless money's attached. So we wanted there to be enough so that people would take it seriously.
The agreement gives the county and sheriff's office immunity from any future legal action related to the raids. Frontenac's first public library hosts its grand opening ceremony yesterday. The $4.5 million facility features 14,000 books, digital resources, and a community room. This week's ribbon cutting celebrates the completion of a project that began in 2022.
Everybody had a hand in on this project in the city of Frontenac. The whole town came together, and as I said when I was speaking before the ribbon cutting, this is the city of Frontenac's living room.
The library also houses the new Heritage Hall Museum and McKay Street Coffee House. A reminder, beginning today, Joplin's Ewart Park will be closed for renovations. The $10 million makeover will bring several major upgrades, including a new splash park, playground, and an ice skating rink during the winter months. City officials say the goal is to modernize the park while honoring its century-old legacy in the community. The project is funded through the city's Parks and Stormwater Sales Tax and is expected to be completed in mid to late 2026. An end to the government shutdown may be on the horizon, but its impacts will linger, especially at airports and on Capitol Hill. Fox's Rebecca Castor has more on what to expect if you're flying soon.
We're opening up our country. Should have never been closed. Should have never been closed.
But that reopening is still a few days away, and it's going to take some time before everything's back to normal, especially when it comes to flying.
I'm concerned that we're not going to have on day one controllers come back into the towers right away. I'm asking them to do that. President Trump has asked them to do that.
Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy says the data will determine when the FAA can return to its normal flight capacity, leaving travelers anxious in the meantime.
I have been checking this flight for many days now, trying to see, is it going to be delayed? Is it going to be canceled? What's my backup plan?
Saturday was a disaster. I tried to get from Charleston to here on Saturday and everything was canceled.
On Capitol Hill, it's a different kind of turbulence. Some Democrats think it's time for a new captain in the Senate, even though Minority Leader Chuck Schumer voted against the deal. On X, Congressman Ro Khanna says he's no longer effective and should be replaced. And Congresswoman Rashida Tlaib agrees, adding he failed to meet this moment and is out of touch with the American people.
Republicans now own this health care crisis. They knew it was coming. We wanted to fix it. Republicans said no, and now it's on them.
Senate Republicans have promised to vote on health care next month. But for now, more than 8,000 flights across the U.S. have been canceled since Friday, leading to millions of dollars in losses for the airlines. At Reagan National Airport, Rebecca Castor, Fox News.
That's a look at our top news stories coming up this half hour on the KOAM Morning News. Coming up, a UK driving school uses virtual reality to train driving instructors before they hit the real road. In Consumer Watch, now for a high-tech twist on teaching people to drive. A school in the UK is training driving instructors using virtual reality before they hit the real road. With VR headsets, trainees practice navigating tricky traffic and making split-second decisions. The system even gives teachers double mirrors so they can watch both their student and traffic around them.
So the real advantage of the VR is the fact that you are here in a classroom and you get to guarantee that you're going to see certain scenes and certain road environments, but also as well it takes the pressure off because ultimately you're in a safe environment and we can build up skills step by step by step.
Supporters say the hands-on experience without any risk could be a game changer, especially as more bicyclists and scooters share the streets. It's all gravy for Firehouse sub fans this Thanksgiving. The firefighter-founded sandwich chain is selling gravy extinguishers to help fix any turkey disasters. All proceeds will go towards purchasing equipment for firefighters. The gravy extinguishers go on sale Friday for $20 online at firehousegravyrescue.com. ByHeart is expanding its voluntary recall on infant formula, now pulling all cans off of store shelves. At least 15 babies have been hospitalized across a dozen states with infant botulism after consuming the product. This as the CDC and FDA are investigating a broader outbreak of infant botulism that has affected more than 80 babies. The FDA says consumers should stop using the formula and throw it away and to report any issues to a healthcare provider. An end to the federal government shutdown may be in sight, with the House set to take up the Senate's amended funding bill. But airlines have warned it could still take some time for air travel to get back to normal. More than 1,200 flights were canceled in the U.S. Tuesday, according to FlightAware, with air carriers expected to cut 6% of their flights for Wednesday. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy says the upcoming weekend could be critical if the stalemate continues. Major changes could be coming to the cryptocurrency industry as a draft bill seeks to overhaul how it's regulated. The legislation, however, still has a long way to go. Fox News correspondent Jared Botello has more.
The Senate Agriculture Committee making big news here on Capitol Hill, releasing the long-awaited and bipartisan discussion draft for cryptocurrencies. The efforts led by Chair John Boozman, the Republican senator from Arkansas, and Ranking Member Cory Booker, the Democrat senator from New Jersey, and would mark major progress toward a comprehensive crypto market structure framework that lawmakers say would make the market safer for the average investor to buy and sell crypto. The draft bill is notable in that it focuses on giving the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, or CFTC, the power to regulate digital asset commodities like Bitcoin, and partially shifting cryptocurrency oversight away from the Securities and Exchange Commission, or SEC.
Crypto is an incredibly important opportunity for America's future. If we don't lead on crypto, other countries will fill that void.
Senator Booker sent us this statement saying these are steps to protect consumers, while adding in part, this discussion draft is a first step and we still have significant work to do before advancing the legislation out of committee and eventually to the Senate floor. Now, the Ag Committee's bill needs to be combined with its counterpart from the Senate Banking Committee before it can advance to the Senate floor. And the White House responding with AI and crypto czar David Sachs posting on X saying that the U.S. is now one step closer to becoming the crypto capital of the world. On Capitol Hill, Darren Botello, Fox Business.
And those are our top consumer stories. Let's take a look at the market prices before the opening bell.
It's going to be a beautiful day out there today. You can look at downtown Pittsburgh. You can see the sun is coming up. Beautiful clear skies this morning. It is on the cooler side though, but temperatures will start to warm as we go through the morning into the afternoon. 7th and Range Line, beautiful sunny skies out this morning. You can see some nice colors from that sunrise. So I love about here, just beautiful sunrises and sunsets. Range Line I-44 from our MoDOT cameras. People are getting out there, doing their morning routines, driving in to work. Conditions right now look pretty good for most of the area, but we do have some patchy fog up there in Iola again, just under 6 miles of visibility, and also Yates Center, just about 8.5 miles of visibility. So Iola, if you're driving through any parts of Iola right now, just make sure you're driving safe because there is some fog in that area, but rest of the area looks pretty good for driving conditions. All right, let's talk about why it's actually going to be so warm over the next couple of days. Our regional temperatures has some south winds that are going to be moving into our area by later on today and for tomorrow, but it is blending some northwest winds, but those southerly winds are going to start dominating by today and tomorrow. So our future track today at noon, you can see that blending of winds from the northwest and the south. Still clear sunny skies through the afternoon and even into the evening time. Getting to 4 p.m. we can start to notice a little bit of that wind shift, and then by the time we get to the evening for today, the winds start to come out of the east and eventually start shifting to the south as we progress through Thursday morning. So Thursday tomorrow at 5 a.m. there's those southeasterly winds. We do have some increasing clouds as we're waking up tomorrow morning, and we're going to have those clouds continue through the morning even until we get to about noon. We're going to have mostly cloudy skies but nice southerly winds bringing in that warm air. And then by the time we get to Thursday afternoon into the evening, the clouds dissipate, nice beautiful sunny skies, nice southerly winds. It's going to be a beautiful Thursday for us, but also a beautiful day for us today. So let's talk about our temperatures right now. We're seeing temperatures low 30s to the mid 30s, 36 in Joplin, Iola 36 as well. Parsons, you're a little colder at 32, so still pretty cold for this time in the morning. You're still going to need a jacket as you're getting out the door, and our feel-like temperatures are about the same as well. So jackets are definitely needed. You're probably going to keep those jackets on until we get to about the 10, 11 o'clock hours. So 8 a.m., 44 degrees, sunny skies through the morning, warming up to 61 degrees at 11 a.m. So that's when you can probably start taking your jacket off because we're going to reach about 67 degrees, and that's going to be between the hours of 2 and 4 p.m. So sunny skies through the rest of our afternoon. Our overnight doesn't look too bad as well. 6 p.m., 62 degrees, clear skies. 10 p.m., we're going to see 50 degrees. Like I said, getting down to that 46 degree overnight low with south winds about 5 miles an hour. So not a bad day and not a bad evening as well. Taking a look at our 10-day here, 67 degrees for today, tomorrow 72, a little bit on the breezier side, Friday 75, and then look at that, Saturday 78 degrees. It's going to be really nice on Saturday. Sunday you can see 73 and Monday 74, but a front is going to be pushing in on Monday, cooling things back down into the 50s and also bringing those rain chances. That's a look at your forecast. More news and weather coming up.
Comedy, horror, and drama are among the latest digital DVD and music releases available to add to your home library. Fox's Ashley Dvorkin runs down the list of what's new in home entertainment.
Oh no, not again. The body swap comedy Freakier Friday tops the list of new home releases. The sequel reunites Jamie Lee Curtis and Lindsay Lohan as Tess and Anna Coleman, who face another magical switch turning two families upside down.
You, Frank, are the best of the best.
Liam Neeson picks up the badge in the Naked Gun reboot, playing the son of Leslie Nielsen's iconic detective out to solve a murder and save his police squad.
The future of Downton Abbey is now in Mary's hands.
Downton Abbey, the grand finale, follows the Crawleys through scandal, financial trouble, and change in the summer of 1930 as the staff prepares for a new chapter.
There are a lot of people saying you could be the next great quarterback.
The sports horror thriller Him centers on a rising football star recovering from an injury under the guidance of his hero until things take a dark turn.
I think something's happening to us.
Allison Brie and Dave Franco star in the horror film Together as a couple settling into the country life until a mysterious dark force threatens both their relationship and survival.
Buckle your seatbelt.
A cat-sitting favor lands Austin Butler in a deadly chase through New York's criminal underworld in the thriller Caught Stealing.
This is the site of Spinal Tap's reunion concert.
Spinal Tap 2, The End Continues, brings the band back together 41 years after the original mockumentary as they search for a drummer and prep for a reunion concert.
This is going to be a new era for the morning show.
Small screen favorites to own the morning show seasons 1 and 2 box set stars Jennifer Aniston and Reese Witherspoon navigating media scandals and power plays. In music, 5 Seconds of Summer drops their 6th album, Everyone's a Star. In Hollywood, Ashley Dvorkin, Fox News.
Certainly a lot of great options no matter your preferred genre. Well, now here's Donald with a quick look at your forecast.
It's going to be a pretty nice week. We're seeing some sunny skies through the weekend. We're going to see temperatures get up to those 70s again before a cold front moves in Sunday night and Monday, bringing temperatures back down, and rain chances are going to be there. So if you are planning on going to see a movie this week, definitely enjoy that, but definitely get outside and enjoy that nice, beautiful weather before another cold front comes in this weekend. More after the break.
This is your Wake Up Recap for November 12th, your top stories to start your day. A reminder, beginning today, Joplin's Ewart Park will be closed for renovations. The $10 million makeover will bring several major upgrades, including a new splash park, playground, and an ice skating rink during the winter months. City officials say the goal is to modernize the park while honoring its century-old legacy in the community. The project is funded through the city's parks and stormwater sales tax and is expected to be completed in mid to late 2026. Kansas Governor Laura Kelly visited our studio as the U.S. House prepares to vote on the spending bill that could end the federal shutdown. She notes it's not just SNAP recipients struggling. Many federal and state employees whose jobs depend on grants are also facing unpaid weeks. That's a check of today's Wake Up Recap.
It's going to be a beautiful day. As you can see, we're going to see a high of 67 degrees today. Nice and sunny, calm winds through the day. Our evening is going to be pretty nice as well, dropping down to 46 degrees. Clear and even on the colder side, winds going to be really nice, south 5 miles an hour. So a pretty nice day and a pretty nice evening, and that trend will continue through the weekend, seeing upper 70s by Saturday before a cool down comes in on Monday, bringing temperatures back down into the 50s and possible rain chances as well. So I want to enjoy this nice weather while it's here before another round of cool weather moves into the area.
You could certainly say it doesn't feel like Christmas yet, but that doesn't mean it's not far away. Kids, it's time to let Santa know what you want for Christmas. Santa's elves have been teamed up once again with Joplin's Parks and Rec Department to collect letters to Mr. Kringle, starting today, November 12th, and running through December 11th. One park official says she loves the kids' approach to writing such important letters.
I just enjoy seeing their face and not the imagination, but like their dreams coming to fruition. Telling Santa like what they want, what they've always wanted. I think that's really cute and sweet.
Kids can drop their letters off at 3 locations: the Joplin Parks and Recreation Office on 1st Street, Academy Sports on Rangeline, and Joplin History and Mineral Museum on Schiffendecker. I remember the olden days where you would like get the catalogs and circle what you wanted. At least that's how my household did it whenever like the Black Friday catalog started coming out.
I remember that too. We definitely did the catalogs for the Black Friday and just like what we wanted for Christmas. So it was definitely, I think it was like, but pretty much every year we would have to be able to do that. Like, I want this and this and this, and you'd circle, and you're like, hopefully Santa Claus will bring me something nice out of that catalog.
Definitely. Well, thank you so much for letting us put the good in your morning. We'll be back with more news and weather at noon.
Have a great rest of your morning.